This is how you disassemble an 8K. So you got this pin right here. I took it out already, but there's a pin that goes in here like this. You know, either side. You just pop it out. You know, you just pop it out. Take this whatchamacallit off. Like that. Like this, you know. No. That. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you obviously have to take the magazine out, because that's because the hop up right here, it's held in by the magazine. So you see there's a mag, and it has this little thing right there, and this little thing right here, the little bottom part of the hop up, it goes into the magazine, and basically my box fan fell over. Yeah, that's what it does. Take the cleaning rod out a little bit. Doesn't really matter. This is like already pretty close to being disassembled. I'm gonna put this thing back on. Shit. Alright. And this part right here. Like that. Like, this is the process. Basically, you slide this thing back all the way. Right here. And basically, it's under here, but you see how there's a little, like, rail right here, but it stops right there? That's where you stick it in. And that's where you pull it out. The hop-up thing, you just unscrew it. There's a little screwdriver right here. You don't really need like amazing screws on here. They're just screws. They have to be like this though, like this thickness. I don't really know what the measurement of it is, but they can't really fall out. And once you do that, basically it slides off. You see there are two little screw holes right here, like, you know, here, 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 and here. Two on the hop up, two on the barrel part. And basically you just slide the barrel off like this, and the hop up should be caught on the gun like that. And then what you do is you get the hop up, obviously, and you just take it out like that. So you just take it out. Let me show you, like this, you know. And you just that, bam. To disassemble the rest of the gun, like if actually when I get into the gearbox, you oh shit, I already unscrewed this thing. So there's a little screw right here, right at the bottom of the grip. See that? And people tend to fuck this part up the most. Well, I do. I do it the most. Well, I used to. I already figured out the solution to it. Basically, you have to like stick it. Like you see this right here, the gearbox. You just down, and then you see how the hole perfectly lines up with the hole in the grip, like the. Yeah. That. Then you pop the cap off of here, and in my case I don't have the cap, I just have this thing, which is a cap and a screw in one. The other ones just have a cap and a screw. Like, where did I put that cap? Like that. And here comes the fire selector, and here comes these two parts. Like this. On deconstruction, you might lose this brass tube. No worries, you just put some tape around here. It's just a bit of tape. It has to be pretty thin, like around the length of this, like from here to here. And yeah, basically how you stick it in is, you see how there's a little notch right there? This is a little itty bitty notch, and there's a little notch right here on this little bit of pot metal. You stick it right in there, and it should hold this thing in pretty well in place. Like, it just clicks. and it stays right there, and then you put your thing right over it, like that, and you see how it's like a little thing like this and a thing like that, like on both sides? That kind of like lines up with this thing. It'll click into place a little bit, like that. See that? See how it goes into place? And then you stick your screw over it, and sometimes the screw comes with this other thing. It's a bit hard to explain. It's like this weird like mesh thing. Like it's like a little ring, whatchamacallit. It looks weird. And you put it over the screw, and basically it like you see how there's little notches there, and it goes right on there. Well, this is the thing for the other side for it. Like it holds down. Like the screw goes over it, right? It goes right over this little mesh thing, and it holds down the mesh, and the mesh holds down this part. And then you put the thing over it. But in my case, it's just this. This doesn't come with my gun. This is from a different gun. I just thought it was better than what the gun came with stock. That's not stock either. That's just that's like the rubber part of like a headphone, whatchamacallit. So this is the VSC style takedown. You're not really gonna fuck with these. Like it just doesn't really happen often. Like you don't really get them. They're pretty expensive compared to the Tokyo Marui style takedowns, which is like this. You see how I have there's the screw hole here and screw hole here, here and here. Well, all you need to do is unscrew the hop up. Like you just unscrew the hop up, and then you unscrew those things instead of popping the pins. Just the one pin. And while you're doing this, you have to be holding it down, and you have to line these things up. Like you see how the black wire, it's right here in this area. Well, it's because there's a space right there, and I put it there. So it's a really good space saver. Trick for this thing, the grip, is once you put it on there, you have to like wiggle it into position, and there will come a point where like it'll stay into place. Look. I already have a video on how to do the gearbox. I haven't really done one on how to like get the gearbox out. That is how you get the gearbox out. Other than like you have to unscrew the stock as well to get the gearbox out. Like you just here and here, there's two screws, usually hexes, and you take the stock off, and then you'll come across the Tamiya connector like this. But there's one connecting the fuse, which is this big ass wire, to this wire right here. And there's also another thing. There's like a little slot right here. You see how there's you see how the wires in this specific spot? That's where you should put them. But you can't really see it. But in there's like a little rail like that goes all the way back here, and then it just stops. There's a little space right there for these wires to fit all the way through, and they fit all the way through and go into the stock. And so I gotta show you. Where's my? Oh yeah, my hex screwdriver. Here it is. Right there. You know, you stick it right on there. So hex. So it's how you just train them to do it, you know. So pull off the stock if you get all both of the things off, you know. a second. Give me a second. Just be patient. Once you unscrew it, you just pop it out like that. It should be able to come off unless you didn't screw it out well enough. They're just screws, alright? This is part of that I'm struggling with, apparently. Fuck. Oh wait, I forgot the wire is in place. There you go. The wire was blocking it, so I just had to wiggle the wire and the tool. You will come across like some tape on here. Take it off. Right. And oh. I'm stupid. I already showed you how to do that. Yeah, that's literally the whole takedown. Like it's, yeah, this thing in the back, stock. Take this thing off, you know, leave it looking like that, and then you do that little screw thing where it fits into place, and the wires have to go in front of the gearbox because you're gonna have to have them like this, and this is how the wires would go. Like they come from the contacts on the gearbox all over here to here, and all the way over here like this, and then all the way into the back and fit into that little slot. And you pop them out over there. You could probably use like a tool to push them through. That's how you take the gearbox out if you're going to maintain it. So that's about it. Magazines, you obviously just get a SEMA high cap. Like the ones that come with SEMA AKs or SEMA high caps. Like, so if they ever break, you just get another one. No biggie. And that's just the gun. That's what it is. Now what I do want you guys to do is get good at taking these down, because I don't want someone to like forget, I don't want you guys to have broken guns all the time. There's a trick right here. I don't really have the piece. This is taken off a D-Boy's M16. This little thing, it just fit into place. There's like a little thing that you switch like this, like you like switch it or something, and it makes it flat, and then like it makes like a flat surface right over here. It's like a weird brushed mechanism, and that's like what takes this gas block off. I just stuck this into place. It's no biggie. For that, like that thing, you need to put a little bit of tape on it, or no, not tape, spray paint. You just put just a tiny itty bitty layer of spray paint on it, just so it makes it a bit thicker and rougher, and like it sticks in place a lot better, so it doesn't come out as much. Because it just fell out of mine one day. Yeah, that's about it. This is an AK. I'm trying to get the screws in the holes. You don't have to do it that way, but you just get them in there. But there's a method, alright? Once you guys figure it out, like you'll see. It isn't really that hard. You could probably do this with just tweezers. I just have really fat fingers. I made them stronger. Like that's the thing I wanted to do with them, so I could stick springs in better. That's a tough job, kind of sticking springs in. If your fingers aren't strong enough, your springs is gonna fly out, man. It's not gonna be good. So here we go. Where the hell did that pin go? No pin anymore. It disappeared. It's like, nope, I'm not here anymore. Fuck that. Whatever. There should be a pin here. So you just stick the pin on there. And, you know, this right here. I'll show you how to stick the other part on, but I gotta find a fucking pin. It's probably inside the gun. This is hilarious. Yeah, you just don't do it like this. You need like a workbench. So not really a workbench. It's just a table, just a clear table. That's it. Things you don't roll off of. You have those tables that are like off-white color, and like they're like these big fucking folding things. You just have one right here, like a thing on the side over here, and a thing on the side over here, another thing over here, and over here. So like if it's not on like an even plane, you don't have shit rolling off of it. You don't want to lose parts. A lot of these things aren't really replaceable. Yeah, that pin just disappeared. That's hilarious. I know that's what it is. That's the gun, you know. You just get a stock on and get the dust cover on. It's pretty easy. Like, I guess this is like enough information for you guys. Like, you know, do stuff. I guess. God, fucking pin just disappeared. I probably have like a neodymium magnet somewhere and it's stuck to something, like a gun, and it's like, and because the pin is steel, it's magnetic, you know, so it's stuck to the magnet, which is stuck to a gun. Maybe this gun, I don't know. That's not the pin. But whatever. I'll find it later.